Hello everyone. Welcome back. It is Paooul. So this will be a quick video. They've announced the ban list for June 30th, 2025, and we are gonna see what they did. So I have come from the world of Pokemon into MTG. So in Pokemon, we don't have ban lists. We just have rotating cards. For every we have stuff rotating every few years. Magic does that, but they also do the ban list, which as a Pokemon player, I do find that interesting because in Pokemon, there are definitely some cards that are way too powerful that you just have to deal with. But I feel like Pokemon just makes cards to help with that. Though we will see the cards in play. Like right now, you have Budew, which I haven't played Pokemon in a little bit, so I'm out of it, but they're a little bit annoying. And then Dragon Ball EX and stuff, they kind of play around a little bit with it. But this is my first MTG ban thing. So I've heard a lot of people online talking about how they hate how Mono Red is. I've been actually want to try to play Mono Red. As you guys have watched the videos, I've played Mono Green. I've been trying to save up and grind to get Mono Red. Fortunately, I haven't yet. But looking at it, looks like we already got some. So let's get right into it. We got a Corey Steel Cutter, which I don't know about too much, but that is a Tarkov card, Tarkov Dragon Storm card or whatever. That is banned. Boela's Awakening. That's banned. I've not come across that card. Monstrous Rage. I believe that's in the Mono Red thing. So Mono Red might be at the moment dead in the water. Hearthfire Hero, no. I do know I haven't played enough to see Mono Red, but I do know that's like one of the main cards in the deck. So the current standard meta in Arena might be dead in the water for Mono Red, which will be interesting because I've heard a lot of people complain about it. So he's dead. Up the Beanstalk is banned. I've not come across that one. Hopeless Nightmare. Again, I haven't come across that one. And then this town ain't big enough. That's all standard. None in Pioneer, none in Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Pauper, none in those. Alchemy, looks to score is suspended. I guess it's gonna do a rebalance for that. Pioneer, Tablets Trickeries one for MTG Arena Historic. Counterspell is unbanned. Okay, so they unbanned a card. Okay, that's interesting. So let's get right into it. How to Gamers. My name is Carmen Clomperance. I'm the senior game designer of Magic's Play Team. Okay. And let's see. The previous update to the banned and restricted list focused on changes to Modern and Legacy. Math up here on Pauper. For this one, I'm just trying to play on standards, and that's what I'm just gonna say. I've been playing pretty much standard right now to get me into Magic the Gathering. Given the quantity of cards we can add to the standard ban list, I'll go ahead and roll out the red card for Jada and talk about the details of what's changed and why. And then they will be on weekly MTG on twitch.com/magic, July 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific time to discuss anything. So if y'all want to go check them out, if you got time. So we'll probably just look at a few of them because most of these don't really affect us. So it's definitely get standard. There's a lot. So it's the once a year early rotation window for standard. So this one they say it's set the rotation next cycle up to be as fun as possible. I have heard a lot of people saying online they saying it's not fun for them. I don't know what it was before. I'm just getting into it for a month ago, so I'm coming in not really knowing much of it, but I do know a lot of people saying they've been upset about how it's been playing. A lot of people saying it's been too fast and everything. You're saying early goodbye to a number of cards that proven their strength and made the format less fun. That's always good, either by creating unhealthy play patterns or restricting the viable deck building options available in the environment. And then they'll discuss them down below. The 7 cards in standard. 7 is large, yeah. For early rotation window, especially so since it's been over 2 years since any cards all were banned in standard. Wow, it's been 2 years since any cards were banned in standard. So that is interesting. You go from 0 cards to 7. It was roughly 3 months ago, shortly after the release of Aether Drift. Was Aether 3 months ago? I actually don't know. I'm all new to this. Time Standard was looking fun and healthy. There were 3 decks clearly at the top of the metagame. Red-based aggressive mouse strategies, self-balanced synergy decks powered by Nurturing Pixie and Offspring Furthest Pixie decks, and Domain Overlord's Ramp deck. But these top 3 were a sea of other decks that stood a fighting chance on any given weekend. Then Talker in April had a dramatic effect on same metagame, propelling Lizard Prowess to the top of the metagame on the wings of Corey Steel card. Okay, so this was a really powerful card. Okay, it was a deck to beat at the recent round of Regional Champions. Over 40% of the metagame. That's big. So I'll have this article linked down below for y'all to check this out. Or pause the video. Here we go. Pause the video and you can look at it right there. So pretty much just saying it's had negative effects on it by a large number of main deck copies of Magbane Lizard. Okay, an excellent card against power strategies. So I was seeing for a little play for the deck's rise to prominence. Okay, so pretty much just talking about how that card was banned because of how powerful it was. Here we go. Mono red aggro. Yeah, this is the one I knew was pretty powerful. I don't know if this is exactly what I was looking at, but I knew this was a pretty powerful deck. It was like one of the top decks on the sites you can see them on. My brain is like I'm doing this off the cuff. I just got home. I saw the announcement. Like, oh, let me go check this out. Haltar Hero. That's no key piece of red aggressive deck. So at the last year standard. And following here, the Manifold Mouse puts the opponent under pressure immediately and forces decks to have ample interaction versions. So what do these 2 cards do? Valiant, whenever Haltar Hero becomes a target of a spell or ability you control for the first time each turn per 1 account. Ooh, when Haltar dies, it deals damage equal power to each opponent. Okay. Manifold Mouse, Offspring 2, you may pay an additional 2 as you cast this spell. If you do, whenever the creature enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it. Interesting. Beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample. Okay, yeah, I can see how those would be really powerful. Additional right here, dies, triggers, gives the red decks and resilient to make many kinds of removal. So shifted the format towards decks can be that can interact starting on turn 1 or 2 to decks can leverage temporary lockdown as powerful counterplay. We want a red aggressive strategies to be viable option in standard, but Haltar here has proved to have too much explosive power, and as such, it is now banned. Interesting that I've seen at least in the little bit of time I've been really involved in Magic the Gathering. I've seen a lot of people so annoyed at it, and as a former Pokemon player, when I was playing Pokemon, the big thing was Charizard EX. That was the card that everyone was so mad about. I think now it's more Dragapult EX. Pretty much, they made Dragapult to try to counter Charizard, and Dragapult became the new Charizard. So, but they don't ban in Pokemon. So it's interesting to ban things here to try to make more fun. They're still wanting red to be powerful. It's just banning only one or the other. Okay. Bottom sign that banning both was the correct choice of action. So, I guess banning both, yeah, they shift the aggressive strategies of the format away from combo style aggro, decrease the interactual burden on the non-aggressive decks in the format, and thus increase the number of viable cards in decks. Okay, so here's a Domain Overlord. I've not come across this deck at all. I didn't get high enough. I think it's like more high up players, but yeah, I think that's the big thing. Is just I am so lucky. I wanted to create a red aggro deck, and I was saving up for it. I'm glad I didn't, because those cards were in it. So I think I'm gonna stick with my green mono deck. So no changes for any of those. Let's see what final things I have. I'm just gonna scroll down again. I'll have this article linked down in the description for y'all to go check it out at your own time. Because most of the stuff I'm not playing vintage. I'm just playing standard. I'm playing a little bit of alchemy. I'm just playing here we go. Alchemy is suspended, but I haven't used an alchemy. I'm not playing any of these other ones. I play Brawl some. I think I play Brawl a little bit online. But looks like that is it. So that's the big thing. 7 new cards were banned. But yeah, 7 new cards were banned. That is a big deal. But let's hop on over into MTG Arena and see the deck I wanted to play and see how much destroyed it was for that. Okay, so I just loaded up MTG Arena and they're showing it right here. It's a Brailler's Awakening, Corsair, Heartfelt Hero, Hopeless Nightmare, Monstrous Rage, His Town and Big Enough, and Up the Beanstalk. So they're showing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0. They're showing all 7 banned cards. So it's been an Alchemy card. Okay, they're showing more. So let's hop right into decks real quick. Scrolling down, these were some decks I want to try to build potentially. I'm assuming this 8 has banned cards. Yeah, banned cards 8. So let's go look at it. So this is the deck I was wanting to build. Yep, there it is. See, this deck had 4 Burst Lightning, 4 Hotfire here, which you can't play. Had them Higher Claws, Mass of the Meek, Monstrous Swiftblade, Monstrous Rage. So that's gone. So then, but it's not showing Manifold Mouse yet. That's interesting because it said Manifold Mouse was banned. It was banned, but it's not showing it banned yet on MTG Arena. I'm sure they will fix that, but they said that card is banned. Lightning Strike and Imhard Challenger. So yeah, pretty much Mono Red is the least. This was the I found Mono Red. This is the I found. I found on the websites that you can just copy over and everything. I was like saving up, try to get in. Nope, you can't play it now. It is completely banned. But there y'all have it. Mono Red at the moment seems to be dead in the water. We will keep an eye out if people make news way to play it, or this might change the meta enough, and hopefully make people happy and get the game more healthy as what people are wanting. That is it for me. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all in the next one.